Well, good morning, everybody. Back over here to the Beely Good Farm this Monday morning. Had a nice little 3-day weekend to go on a trip, which was no rest at all. But it was a fun experience. Looks like the burn pile has burnt down pretty good, considering I set it on fire, stacked it up once, and left. Went yesterday afternoon when I got back and went over to Kyle's, and they had a piece of 8-inch ductile iron pipe. I bought that from him. What I want to do is install it right here at the intersection. There's a fair amount of runoff that comes off this little bit of a field right here. And as you can tell right here by the erosion, if I don't put in a pipe, it is going to keep washing this out and the road. What I think I'm going to do is I was originally going to put it right there and send it under the road. But what I think I'm going to do, since that's going to be the main road, I went with the ductile iron because it doesn't have to have a whole lot of cover, and anything short of a 12-inch plastic pipe is pretty flimsy, and still that needs a lot of cover to be able to drive a fully loaded truck over top of it. So I went with the ductile iron. That way it'll probably only be about a 12-inch deep little ditch right here. But I think I'm actually going to run it under this path and then create a bigger ditch over here, so we can direct that runoff into the pond as well, because during the summer months it needs every little bit of runoff it can get to flow into it. So that's probably the plan. I'm wanting to jump on the grader and take off back there and go ahead and hit the subgrade and get that ready from the end of the pond dam all the way to the end of that lot right there. I think I can get stoned tomorrow. It looks like another 90-degree week with very little chances of rain, if there is, maybe tomorrow. So burning is not looking very promising on that aspect. So I think if I can get the road put in and the rest, I got to do a little bit more clearing on that lot up there. I should be pretty well ready for whenever it does rain. Let's cut a little bit of road in. I've already made 2 passes. Be the path for the width. Get that notched in there so the trucks have a nice edge to follow. Keep the stones spread up against. So the grader seems to be doing good now. It's not putting diesel fuel in the oil anymore, so the injection pump resealing seemed to work. Let's see if I can get my stick out there. I am happy with the road now. So we're tying in right here, and it's going to come up through the edge. We're saving our oak trees here. Then curve back over here, go down the property line. So what I do, I take the grader and kind of row up an edge. Kind of gives me a little bit more of a edge there, so when I'm putting my stone down, it doesn't get all too crazy there. And it is now graded all the way around to the house lot over there. Up in there's a few tree roots. I'm gonna bring the skid steer tomorrow, and I think with a bucket I can kind of chop those off. I'll get this rolled in here today, but for right now I'm gonna go over there, get the excavator, bring it over here, and see if I can take down some more trees. And I need to get that pile of dirt up that is in the corner over there, so that the trucks, when I'm spreading stone, I'm gonna have them start spreading right here, and then they can just make a big loop around and then come back out and go down the road. So I need to get some more of those trees down and get that pile cleaned up today. Got the excavator here. Grab this piece of pipe, take it off the trailer. Like so. Another one of those big Hornets. And just lay this right here for now. This will go under the road. Well, let me go ahead and spin it around. I'll kind of lay it in here and show you exactly how it's going to go. Take this over here and knock a few more trees down. See how it's washing right here? I want to kind of divert, cut a more ditch in here, a better swell in here, run it all the way down to the pond, and I think I talk them into a load of that smaller riprap like I used on the last job to cover that up. But I'm thinking somewhere like right in there-ish, maybe more at an angle. Then I'll just round that off. I'm thinking something like that, and then I can just kind of do like a little bit of a bowl right there, and then I'll just run the stone over. I think that'll work. Bring the mini excavator here in the grade bucket. I can cut all that in there, nice and pristine. Good old ductile iron pipe. That's some durable stuff. All right, let's go knock some more trees down. So I'm back up here on house lot number 2, clearing everything. There's a big tree up there, and we're clearing this corner off. I think I'm going to leave this white oak and that bigger red oak right there. I think that'll leave kind of a couple nice yard trees. And then from that big group of 5 poplar, I'm going to come in here and cut this whole corner off. I'm going to see what it looks like leaving that red oak right there for now. I think that'll also make a nice yard tree. If the house is facing this way, that'll kind of give a couple trees on each side. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, there's another white oak right there. I'll have to see what it looks like once I get it cleared out. Some trees down here. It's pretty much right here at the transition to where everything turns to hardwood trees, so that'll make it look a little bit better. Stump, get that knocked down. I want to kind of clean up around those big trees a little bit. Just kind of pluck out some of the smaller saplings under them. That way it kind of opens that up a little bit and cleans it up. They want a landscape under it or mulch it or something like that. They don't have 50 little We'll sweep them trees. Hanging around. This group of hickory trees. Gonna break. Probably not gonna break. Maybe so. There we go. Come on. The ground is so dry and hard right now, even a little group of hickory trees. It's literally like a 4 or 5 inch little tree there. The little stuff does rip out pretty easily. Go back in there. A couple of it broke off. Pluck that out. But it's so dry around here, the poplar trees are actually losing all their leaves. Well, I wouldn't say all their leaves, but it looks like kind of October and August. Not good. people ask why I'm not using the dozer, and as you can tell, just pushing it, everything breaks off at the ground, so that would not be a great machine of choice for this, just due to the fact the trees are so hard to get out of the ground, and it's hard to sit here and do this right here, break it up into a nice little pile, and then stack it into a pile. I just end up with a hodgepodge of brush everywhere. It takes longer to separate out than if I just grab it, crunch it all up in one with the excavator. Alright, I'm going to finish getting these down, clean up that. I think clearing that corner off was a good decision. Got this nice red oak here. I may try to break that dead branch out of it. More red oaks up there, hickory tree, big white oak. I'm gonna kind of do the same thing over there. I like the way that looks as you're coming down the driveway. It just kind of triangles out, flares open, so you can kind of get a view of the lot. So I'm gonna run and grab some lunch real quick, come back, and I'll probably go ahead and go up there and load that pile out. That way that is done, and we can start hauling stone first thing in the morning. It is just so dry around here now. Just tracking you disappear into the dust. Well, I'm back. I'm gonna go up here and load out this pile of debris up here. It's probably about 2 loads of dirt and roots. Haul that over here to where the borrow pit's going to be. That way the trucks can come through here. I'm gonna clear a little bit more and then jump on the dozer, go ahead and blade the path off so the trucks have a way out. And that's pretty much gonna be about the highlight of today. Truck is back here. Let's haul some, man, it's dusty. Let's haul some dust. Not ash today, but it's just as dusty. I think this is gonna be more like 3 loads. I didn't realize there was so much stuff here. I don't know, it's gonna disappear pretty quickly. We'll find out here shortly, depending on how much I get in here. Half of it might blow away. Be able to get it all. I don't know. The more I look at it, 2.5 loads. Oh, there's a T-post. Wonder where that came from. That's the truck driver texted me telling me he's got my new machine on the way. That'll be exciting. Hopefully. Said end of the week. Most likely end of the week it'll be here. I just went and bought a stumper for it. It's exciting. It's exciting. I don't even know if it would fit in here. Fine. It's got a lot of dirt to move for the rest of the year. Oh, we got a tire too. me go dump out this, find a spot to dump that out. And what am I about to back into? Nothing. That's always good. Push this up a little bit. Go dump that, come back. I think I can get the rest of that in one truckload. Maybe. If I don't back up so much, I can clean the pile up. Not rip my bucket cylinder off. Everything will be dandy. Yeah, I think I can get that in the rest of the truckload. Find out in a minute. Well, to my surprise, I did get that entire pile in 2 loads. So I'm gonna walk over here and take a couple more trees down, jump on the dozer, and then go ahead and finish grading out my little path right there so the trucks can come through here tomorrow and make their way back to the pond dam. Grabbing a few more trees from this other side before I have to leave. Give me enough time to run the dozer over that path over there. And this stuff, give it a little bit more time to dry out, which only means how much faster it's going to burn that down there. So all this is going to get transferred to that over there. If not, it's going to kill all these trees around me when I burn it. So I just kind of have to put that on there as I go. Kind of keep it under control. Which I want the wind to blow this way to keep from being a nuisance to any houses. The only problem is that's the direction I need to sit to be able to grab brush and put on the fire. So it'll be interesting. So worst case, it needs to blow that way. That would be like ideal to burn. Just gonna put the smoke up there at his house, but this stuff's pretty dried out now. It might not smoke much. I'll put the rake on the dozer and run through here and kind of root rake this. Clean it up before blading it off. Try to get a few more of these roots out. Ideally now is the time to do it while it's nice and dry, but I don't have much real estate opened up because there's brush over top of everything, but I don't want to try to pile all that up into a huge pile because that would be a very hot, large fire. And then I would be doing some more clearing because it would kill all these trees around here from the heat. Alright, so the path is all bladed off. I got this kind of slicked up, pushed a little pile up right there so the trucks can come through here tomorrow. I have maybe, I got an hour or so left of clearing to do right there, and I'll probably load that up, let that dry out, and finish kind of blading through that right there while waiting on them to bring the stone for tomorrow. So a little bit more progress. I just kind of, hopefully we can get, we're calling for a chance of storms tomorrow afternoon, so maybe it'll rain tomorrow afternoon and wet this down. I can start burning some of this to get rid of it. If not, I'm gonna start working on some other stuff around here.